Welcome to the Attack on Anime podcast. I'm Cuz I'm Black, and today we are here with my two co-hosts. All right,
AJT.
AJT. We're here. We're doing this Attack on Anime podcast. So first off, you guys want to say anything? Anything?
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Sorry for the long wait. We promised consistency, but that didn't really happen. So
Fell apart. Sort of on the spot.
It'll happen. But y'all want to say anything else? No.
I got a new webcam.
Yay.
And make sure to check us out on all of our platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, podcast.com, Browse Anime, all of that stuff.
All right.
All that good.
Follow me on Vine. I'll be online now.
Shout out to my Instagram.
Yeah, I got a new Instagram because I'm Black. CUZ_I'm Black. Vine, I think it's the same thing. CUZ_I'm Black. Twitter, yeah. All right.
Good.
Got that out of the way. All the introductions, all the shout outs. So first on our Attack on Anime schedule, let's talk about some Netflix news. Netflix is about to start producing their own original anime. What are your thoughts on that? I think that's dope.
I think they use the term produce sort of in a wrong sense. Like, so they'll take a show that has already been made and then claim it as their own and call it a Netflix original. Like they did that with Seven Deadly Sins or Nanatsu no Taizai, and it's like maybe they like got the dub cast together for it, but I mean that's not the same as having it a Netflix original. Like, did they buy the series outright from the company? Like, how exactly does it work? Like,
well, that's just licensing. Like that's what they're doing. That's what they did with Knights of Sidonia, Seven Deadly Sins. They just licensed it and called it Netflix original. With I agree with you. I think that Netflix original tagline is bullcrap, but whatever.
It's bullshit and it frustrates us as anime fans.
I think it's cool.
Just from my sake of like being able to say part of the conversation, like when you guys say like the name of the anime in Japan, can you also say it in English?
Yeah,
I enjoy saying it in English. Believe me, I am the number one advocate for that one. But for those weebs out there that are like, no, in Japanese.
You mean Attack on Titan? No, it's Attack on Titan. But whatever. But when they use the term like produce. As a producer, like your job could be just to get all the people around. So even if it's like getting the voice actors or helping with the translation, technically they did help produce it.
I think a lot of it is going to be money too. I think they're just just take this money, make this anime. I think.
So it'd be like executive producers as well. Yeah,
that's what I think.
I'm pretty sure.
But I mean, what could we see from this development? Like, are they going to dub shows or are they going to increase their like sort of output of animes? Like, what are we going to see?
I think there's multiple things we could see from this. Something that I'm looking forward to is maybe possibly more American, like even though by definition it's not anime, but more American creators who like make stuff that have the anime art style. They can get stuff picked up on Netflix a whole lot easier.
But that's not anime.
Yeah, by definition, it's not anime.
Well, I think
technically, it doesn't matter. No.
Yeah, but that's one possibility. Another is like shows that get canceled, like Gangsta. Maybe Netflix, like, yo, that was popular. How about we pick that up? And of course, the possibility of releasing completely new original Asian content anime and. Yeah. Also, hopefully it will lead to the increase of the more production of dubbed anime, and it's gonna help get a whole lot more women into anime. And
do I hear a dubbed fan speaking right now?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's like I love watching anime late at night, and then it's like
damn straight
fall asleep,
and you're not gonna fucking worry about reading.
Exactly.
Right?
No. I had a friend.
I just like laying in my bed across the room and looking at the TV. I don't have time, nor do I have the vision to see the subtitles.
I had a friend
20 feet.
I had a friend who once read a book once. You know what happened to him?
What happened to him? He died.
Yeah. All the stories don't read, kids. But
really, just don't read. It's hard. I can't multitask.
But yeah, those are like my 3 predictions. Hopefully, all of them come true.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they get quality anime and not anime like K. Oh God, that was a horrible anime. But hopefully, Netflix does a good job. I don't think they can mess this up.
What was a horrible anime? I think you buzzed over that a little too fast there, bud.
The anime K.
K Project.
Yeah.
What was bad about it?
All right, we're gonna say like
I mean, it's not an anime podcast if we don't go into some opinions here.
K.
I haven't fully watched it, but from what I watched, it seemed to be awesome.
I'm gonna tell you, K anime.
All right. What happens after episode 3? With no spoilers, please.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
What?
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Happens exactly. No spoilers.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but K anime is probably one of the worst animes in my opinion because it has a gorgeous art style, a decent soundtrack,
beautiful, right? Beautiful.
It's magnificent, and that's how they lure you in. It has a great art style. The characters are so, but it's like the art style will captivate you in the fighting. So it's like you see this, and it's like, okay, where is this going? And it's like throughout the anime, they keep introducing a bunch of small half plots, and none of these plots really get the attention that they deserve. So it's like
in the movie.
What?
So is it an arc style or what? What's the deal here?
The problem is the plot is all over the place and there's no true direction. And it's like you're like, okay, so you know about the kings, right? So there's like 7 kings, and like they focus on like probably 3 throughout more than half of the show, and then they like all of them are somewhat brought up. I think maybe 1 or 2 aren't even talked about at all. But it's like they introduce the concept of like these color kings. Then they introduce the concept of I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's like about basically time, kind of about time in the middle, and then it's like, who is this guy and where is he? And then they introduce like the main bad guy. They introduced the main bad guy towards the end, and it's like how like there was no type of foreshadowing to that person ever being the bad guy at all. And it's like,
so did you watch any of the movie or any of the second season?
No.
Second season,
So you dropped it, bro. Is that what I'm hearing?
I had to drop. No, I finished season 1, but
you finished the first season and then you dropped
it wasn't worth it. Okay. I was like, where's this going?
I've only seen the first season too. So
okay.
It was like 2 years.
I have my friend who swears that this is going to be the greatest anime that I have ever seen.
No.
What would you say?
He lied to you.
I didn't say it was the greatest. I just said it was an awesome anime.
Awesome. No. This was Nick's opinion that said that.
Visually, it looks great, but it's a horrible anime.
All right.
Anyway, moving on. Netflix, their own content. It's happening. So.
We did get off topic there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay.
More Netflix anime, the better, right? Mm-hmm. The more people watch it.
One last thing about the point that you were making, Black, is I expect a lot of dubbing to happen because pretty much whatever they bring, because the 7 Deadly Sins was released not only in English but in French, German, and
I saw all of that
as well. So
I was really happy for that.
They're going all in, I think, when they're producing and bringing something. So
I like that
too.
Next,
one thing I feel like we gotta do. Hopefully, Netflix does this, and it's like I really want to hear like a bigger cast of voice actors. Like I'm tired of like I know the dude is Greg. I'm tired of hearing like Brina Palencia or Vic.
Tired of familiar voices, bro. Vic Mignogna.
Yeah, Vic Mignogna. Or dude, Tom Habercorn. I'm tired of hearing them in every anime. And it's like Funimation uses them to death.
How dare they have jobs as voice actors?
How dare you find ways to feed yourself and your family?
This thing that's interesting, but that's another topic entirely. But I'll just say this. Like I recognize, like I hear, like the voices are familiar, but at the same time, I'm able to just like, okay,
I won't put them in their characters. I will never compare them.
Like I'm like, oh, that sounds just like this character, but that doesn't matter right now. I'm just going to.
No,
I honestly get a little thrill whenever I hear a voice
part
that
of me
sounds
does.
familiar, and I'm like, I know who that is, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and then I'm just like, my anime list straight as I'm watching the show, and if it's someone that I know, then I'm like, yes, that was it. Like I get a little happy hearing, hearing the familiar voices. Like if it's the same exact voice where they don't change up whatsoever, then it's a little upsetting because I'm like, why? Come on, like you're a professional voice actor. Why are you using the same voice?
I like the familiarity of it, but like I was watching I went back and started watching Darker Than Black dubbed for the first time with my friend. I saw it subbed already. I already saw it subbed. Then I started to watch it dubbed with my friend just because she'd never seen it. And then there was like a police officer, and I was like, I know that voice. Where is she from? And then I was like, oh, she's from what's that anime? What is that anime called? With the
Here we go.
You forgot it.
it's like it's in the future. They had the little gun.
Psychopaths,
yes. It was the same actor, like the main character. She was in Darker Than Black. And I was like, she played the same role to me. But anyway.
Yeah.
So moving on with the news, let's talk about there was apparently something happened in the new anime series Gundam Mobile Suit. Is it Mobile Suit Gundam?
Mobile Suit Gundam.
Mobile Suit Gundam. Iron-blooded orphans. Shout out to the orphans out there.
Too soon.
Yeah. So what happened? They were just like shooting down people.
So the complaint referred to where there were several non-resistant prisoners and enemy soldiers that were gunned down by the young male protagonist. Even though the complaint itself that was filed does not directly name Iron-blooded orphans, it happened. I'm assuming that's where it happened in that show. So, and people were complaining. One of the parents submitted something that said this: if you look at the title, one would immediately think that this is a children's show. If you want to broadcast such material, please provide some sort of age limit for viewers.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, AJ?
Oh, with that, I mean that all ties into censorship and everything. But age limit for viewers, like what exactly?
I'm assuming they mean like put like PG-13, TVY 17 or something like that before the show starts.
Like ratings, right? Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know. I'm not familiar with exactly Japan's broadcasting style, but I mean, yeah, you'd have shows here in America that would do that. So I mean, that wouldn't stop any 10-year-old from going on and watching like The Walking Dead.
For them to complain about them shooting, I'm gonna need them to start complaining about all the fan shirts they have first.
That's the interesting thing too, because like different countries have different.
Yeah.
So like in the United States, there could be blood everywhere, but that's not censored. But you can't show
nipples.
No nipples.
Or upskirts.
No upskirts.
Like the opposite. So it's just
a travesty.
And according to the comments of this article, that it actually did state. Oh, never mind. That says Hulu. Hulu states that there's viewer discretion advised, but of course, and they're not watching it on Hulu. They're watching it on TV. So.
Do they have the little symbol at the top of their anime, or
no idea?
This is why we gotta go to Japan.
I mean, Crunchyroll has a rating system or a maturity system, I think, right?
Yeah. I know Kiss Anime doesn't, but I don't use Kiss Anime.
No, Kiss Anime is bad. That's bad for the community. That's bad for the medium.
I don't even know what Kiss Anime is, but
why do you keep saying it? Why do you say it so much?
You mean KissAnime.com?
Crunchyroll. Always go to Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll/browse anime.
Go ahead, plug it.
No, I'm better than that. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, the link will be there.
But on that note, Netflix is making more anime. Yeah, so that's Netflix. And Japan needs to have censorship if they're gonna show someone massacring innocent people. Massacring people, or at least themselves. I don't know.
once again, though, let's complain about the boobs first.
I-
All
I-
right,
I
prison
feel
school shouldn't have been a thing, but it was an amazing thing. I will say that, but it shouldn't have been a thing.
like when you're more concerned I mean, like that's pretty bad, like just a massacre, but I feel like someone should have said something when they put a sniper rifle over a girl's chest and like the ricochet was just jiggly, jiggly, like
different, different
like a
Don't
bullet
act
went,
like that wasn't the greatest action sequence you have ever seen.
like a bullet went through between boobs underneath
Which
legs,
should
like,
be impossible, but who gives a fuck?
yeah. Anyway, with that said, let's move on. We're gonna take a quick intermission. We're gonna show you our social media, where to follow us, all that. Then we will be right back. So, yeah. All right, what is up? We're back, and that was our intermission. And now, go follow us at all those places. All right, so our main topic for today, and like our only topic for today, is anime a shitty platform or shitty media form of medium?
There you go. All right.
Now, what do you guys mean by medium?
Let's not go into what it's a
That's
medium.
it. We're not going. We're just going to operate under the assumption that anime is a medium. As in,
Well, can we
go ahead.
can we first establish what a medium is, or
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we do that,
Let's go into it. Let's do it. No, we're doing it. We're doing it.
just quick?
okay. Well, it's like okay.
Just say it.
An agency or means of doing something.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Like I know medium, like air is a medium, and sound can travel through air, but can't through space because there's no type of medium.
Is literature what?
well, see, that's the thing. Because a medium, I think, traditionally is the way of distributing the whatever the art is. So, like television, for example, is the medium, and the programs you're watching is the art. So you're being distributed. The art is being distributed to you through the television. So
Well,
medium. I'm pretty
well,
sure.
when you talk about anime as a whole, you're talking about the distribution of every single show, every single animation. So would it not be a medium in that sense?
Well, like, explain what you mean.
So when we say the word anime, as in where the question posed is anime, is the medium a shit one? We're not talking on terms of the distribution, but we're talking on the terms of what is distributed. Is that shit?
Well, that's okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think if medium, which I think it is by definition, because the intervening substance through which impressions are conveyed through the senses or force acts upon objects at a distance. So, like, if the medium itself is like say DVDs or television, then anime would just be the art. So I think like that's like when
it's the studios that are the medium.
They're other creators.
Then what is the medium?
I don't think this is a very productive. This would be a very productive discussion. So, like,
let's say, for the sake of it, let's say collectively the anime as a whole, from everything that's anime themed or that's produced, from even books or manga to movies, is considered a medium of anime. Like the way it's basically the different forms. It's the different forms that it is distributed or for people to view it in, such as hip hop is, if you want to say hip hop is a medium because there's a clothing for it. There's the art style, which is graffiti. There's dancing and there's music. With anime, there's, you
call that a culture.
Manga. Oh, yeah, basically, but
number of things.
Let's just say, we'll just say art form. Is it a bad art form or a bad?
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's just more.
Just for the sake of.
Just for the sake of discussion.
More politically correct.
Yeah, I think it's the more correct form, but whatever.
Okay.
So as an art form, let's talk about, does it contribute to society, or is it just like bad?
No, because if we get into does it contribute to society,
Really,
does enjoying a movie contribute to society?
Yeah, true. All right, so what do you want to focus on, AJ?
I want to focus on, if we take it all as a whole, all the negative, all the good, if we take it as a whole, is it indeed a shit platform? Like, is it indeed a shit art form? Like, can we, as anime fans, call anime shit?
As a whole?
Nah.
As a whole. Like, does the bad outweigh the good? Does the darkness overpower the light?
I'm not gonna lie, because like thinking on it, like if you think about the fan service, apparently
this does go into recent years. Actually, this does go into recent
from
years.
like all of it. Even like Miyazaki said, like even now anime is bad.
Everyone brings up Miyazaki.
Well, he's the Godfather, basically. But
he is though. But you know.
So it's like what he says kind of basically goes at this point. So I would say the quality overall is bad, because it's like people can get away with fan service, making hentai about like children, and clearly that's child porn. But it's like in Japan they're like, oh well, we don't want to block our.
Whoa.
In Japan, they said they're not going to block that because it's a form of expression for them. So yes, technically it's child porn, but because it's cartoon and anime and art style, it's not. And it's like, so I would say overall, the entire effects of anime outweighs the bad, because it's like you got people conforming, being weeaboos and needs, saying, oh, well, all I do is watch anime, play video games, and stay inside. And I'm okay with that. And it's like, if you want to improve your health, or social, like go out. And it's like, I would probably say, yeah, anime as a whole, anime is pretty detrimental, and it does do a lot of positive.
See, I have a question. Okay, so I guess I have a few questions about the question. So you're saying are you essentially saying, is there more bad anime than good anime?
I would say the entire effect.
So there's
anime.
So there's a belief out there. There is a belief out there that 90% of all anime that is out there is going to be bad. I don't want to believe that. I think that if we learn to accept that as a community, then we are already like then we're losing, essentially. Where if we want to truly believe that 90% of the thing that we enjoy, of what we call ourselves a fan of, if we believe that 90% of that is bad, then why would we even dare call ourselves fans?
I think
that statement, I can't co-sign that statement, because I'm a Lakers fan and we've been bad for 90%.
We've been bad, bro.
For like the last 2-3 years now. So I'm a fan of the 10%, but I tolerate the 90.
Yes, it comes into a tolerance standpoint, to where even though you would dare say that there's something or of that magnitude that it's that bad, personally, I don't believe that there's going to be a 90-10%. To me, it's more like an 80-20, because that's the true rule of everything in the universe. But
I feel like that's true, because all the shows that come out on the Stimulcast for like Crunchyroll, probably only can there's probably like 5 I'll watch, and then there's probably 8 that I should be watching. And it's like I'm only probably watching 4 of the ones that are actually good. So
yeah. But if we come to the conclusion that it's still shit, essentially, do you tolerate it, or do you just dismiss it as garbage? Because I think that if you tolerate it, then that would give you like that's truly being a fan of anime. That's not truly being a fan. Like, you can say that you're a fan of anime or an otaku or a weeaboo all you want. However, you can't going around shitting on every other anime because it didn't live up to certain expectations. That doesn't make you a fan of the art form. That makes you a fan of only shows that you like.
Basically, like if you only watch like shonens, Are you really like you like anime, but you're not a fan of the entire everything? Like,
yeah, sort of like overcomplicating the idea of being an elitist or being a casual.
I guess, yeah. Basically, if you have true appreciation for it all around, like I think I'm gonna stand by what I said earlier though. Like I have appreciation for anime all around, and I watch different genres. I'm not gonna lie. I will much rather watch an action genre over like a sojo, but like still, I'm saying like I think I have enough appreciation all around to say that my thing is I can appreciate everything, and I'm not gonna blind myself by my own personal preference that I like anime to like ignore the fact that, like I said earlier, they in Japan they can basically get away with promoting child porn with
because it's art.
Because it's an art style.
This is my opinion. This is what they said.
Okay, I guess I'm going to answer the question directly, and I guess in an indirect way, and I guess to say directly, do I think that it's a bad art form? No. Do I think that there are a good amount of bad, but if you were to ask me, do I think that there are a bad show, do the bad shows outweigh the good shows in terms of volume? Then I guess I'd have to agree with you, but I tend to stay away from the bad percentage anyway. Yeah. But I would say this, though. Mm-hmm. Even if the other shows are really bad, in terms of volume, I think in terms of quality, you could say that the good shows elevate it to a point where it's good. Well, in every single medium, in every single medium or art form, whatever you want to call it, there's always bad. And I say, and generally, there's always more bad than good in everything. So. You just kind of have to accept whatever.
Take all the bad in, but still look at the good and appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, because like in everything, no matter what, music, movies, television, stage plays, dramas, there's always more bad than good. I would say
it's always quality over quantity.
The only time where like that statement is wrong is where it's always bad if it starts with Tyler Perry Presents. I think like of course the art style itself isn't bad or like it has a whole, but I would say the overall influence of anime, like I can say it promotes like friendship, unity, acceptance, all of that. Believe it, it like promotes all that. But like if you take everything considered, like you said, there are always going to be more negative than positives. So
yeah.
I just feel like once again it comes down to like if you can tolerate it, and if you're actively looking for like the great stuff.
Like what AJ said in a prior conversation, I think it was the very first podcast you were on, and you talked about how you would never drop a show, and how you always would look for the enjoyment in something. Like I'd say, like, and this is the thing about like say 80% of anime is bad, but that's the thing. I guarantee you, if you really want to enjoy every show you watch, you probably could find something to enjoy about it.
It's a form of entertainment, so therefore you have to find what is entertaining about it. So no matter what, they are made to entertain, so you thus have to find a way to make it entertaining. Like, will I say that every anime that I have ever watched has been entertaining? I would have to say so in one way or another, whether it's a slice of life or whether it's an action-packed shonen. I would find some source of entertainment.
And I think that's where you could say that about any, no matter how bad something is. Like if you want to look, you can look at everything objectively and say, okay, yeah, that really wasn't the greatest. Like there's shows that I like, if I were to review this, I would probably have to take a crap on it because. But if I'm just watching it, I had fun. Like there's several shows where like, oh, this isn't the greatest, but I liked it anyway. Because I was able to find something about it that I enjoyed and that I liked watching.
Like this is in fact bad, but damn it, I enjoyed this shit.
Like with K, horrible show story wise, and overall it was a bad anime.
But if you look at it,
the entertainment comes from
the soundtrack though.
The soundtrack was alright. It was alright. My entertainment came from the visuals of it, and like it was really beautiful. So was it entertaining? It was. But was it quality all around? Yeah. But I feel like us being able to appreciate it for everything that it is, we can find. Like I said, like with everything you watch, I feel like you should be able to find. You should be able to give it constructive what you said, but give it that and constructive criticism. You should be able to give it that, and but still be able to say if it was like bad or great or whatsoever. For example, as a kid, Dragon Ball Z was great. Now
it was so awesome and amazing.
When you look at it now,
but it's still amazing.
Okay, sure. It could do better, especially this season where that art style at the beginning, where it's like,
hey, that guy's fired. Okay.
Where you had like 5 different art styles in 2 episodes.
It was so bad. Like I think they had fans draw the art for it. Art was better than the actual.
Let's just use this picture a few frames for their face and let's just go on. Like at one point, like Goku didn't even have eyes. He just in the background. I was like, is this a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something? It was bad. But moving from that, can we?
That's called budgeting, my friend.
We had to cut back somewhere.
No budget.
Can we say that? Can we say that?
I want to bring back this question though, because you all answered it in a halfway decent manner, to where after everything that we have just discussed, the answer would still be obvious. It's if you are talking about which outweighs which, of course the bad is going to outweigh the good, but quality-wise and as a means of entertainment is anime shit as a whole. And
I'd
say no.
Just say no. Just say no. You proved it, bro. You proved it. You already gave.
I'm gonna put it like this. For people that can actually find it, that actually truly appreciate anime, like the guys that, like when you go to an anime convention and you see them dress up as their favorite character, or like the people that like love one of the idols or like singers.
Oh my god!
Like, and you can actually find their appreciation in anime, as well as distinguish what's bad.
Yep.
Yes.
No, when they can tell what's bad, that's when they deserve some respect. However, if you love everything just because it's anime.
Like if I ask you what your 5 favorite animes and you say Naruto, One Piece, and Death Note, I would say like,
get out of here, kid. Get wrecked.
Please. Oh, Bleach. I love Bleach. Like, all right.
Get wrecked with your shit opinion.
But and it's like for people who can actually like distinguish it, yeah, I would say it's better than that because we can actually appreciate everything that there is. But like for the filthy casuals, but for anyone that's just like looking in from the outside, I'd say yes, it's bad looking at it, but when you actually take the time to appreciate it for what it is and find the hidden gems, like they're so that really good. Like one of my favorites, and despite it having fan service and lollies, 2 of the things I hate, but
2 of the things,
especially lolly, because it's borderline pedophilia once again, and it's like okay, whatever. But it's the art style. Yeah, I don't care. It's weird. It's nasty. But okay. My thing. I was gonna go. How can you be attracted to anything with a flat chest? Like,
boobs are the way to go.
That looks like 12 years old. Anyway, moving on. It's like, no game, no life.
Let's not get into body image discussions.
Next,
No Game, No Life was one of my favorite animes because it was like it had strategy involved. And it was like a mental show as well as the visuals and like the action. Like it wasn't an action anime, but it had action in it. And that's where it's like, oh, wow. Like it had elements from other genres without it fully conforming to that genre. And it stayed on track as like a strategic side anime. And I like it. So I just feel like if you can find like you said earlier, like if you can find the good within the bad, then yeah. So
Have you ever answered the question directly? I don't think you have.
Yeah, I think he's been like going around. He's like sort of, kind of, but if you look at it like here but that
as a whole, yeah, it's
but
bad.
Would you say
as a means of entertainment?
As a means of entertainment? As a means of entertainment, I can't say it's bad because like all entertainment has good and bad. So it's a decent entertainment. It's decent. You know what I'm saying?
Decent.
It's good.
All right,
It's
I'll
good.
take decent. You don't have to jump to the good, man. I'm not gonna force that out of you.
It's all right now.
It's just not shit or garbage.
It's not like I could say roughly all plays or a lot of plays are pretty good. Like I would say there are probably a whole lot more better plays because it's a little bit harder to like get a playoff.
So that's the thing. That's the thing about all of these things, though, because we're only looking at it from our small sample size. When we will never ever get to see.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Because if you bring the anime community into this, it will be an even bigger shitstorm.
Well, I'm not talking about bringing other people into it. I'm just saying that we can only see things from our perspective.
No.
No,
I mean, if you take into account, like, they don't need to come into this conversation personally. I like just having us three here. I mean, fuck everyone else. But if you think about it in the perspective of the entire anime community, that raises the question of, is the community a shit one?
Well, no, I wasn't even talking about the community. I was talking about the art form as a whole, as in, like, say, because we can only base our opinions based on the shows and series that we have seen personally. Mm-hmm. So it's like there are a lot of good shows that none of us have ever seen and probably will never ever see, and there are a lot of really bad shows that some of us will probably never ever see. So it's like, so that's what I mean. It's like we can only see based on our
based on what we've seen.
Yeah, based on our very small sample size.
With someone that's seen maybe 1,000 different animes as opposed to what we're at clocked in, I'm not going to say because y'all might beat me and then I'll be upset. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I mean, that factors it in. Like maybe someone who has seen more has a different opinion than us. But I mean, then again, if they've seen that many and have been able to sit through that many, then what?
This is a really difficult. And there's no I don't think there's a definitive answer you could ever come to.
I think at the end
it's
of
like
the day,
politics.
Like anime, if you like it. If you don't, well,
AJ,
why are you still here?
AJ,
I don't know why.
Have you answered the question?
Have you answered?
Have I? Oh,
I don't think you have. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get.
I technically did. Focus camera, please.
Well, can you just like I think you did say something, but like, can you just like yes or no? Do you think it's a bad art form?
As a means of entertainment.
Yes or no?
Just yes or no, do you think it's a bad art form?
It is not.
I would agree on you as far as entertainment purposes.
It's not.
My thing is, as far as entertainment, like if I was had to look at like what entertainment is like as like the most basic pure thing, as does it keep you interested or your attention from doing other things? Anime is a good entertainment form because once again, there's so many genres from like cartoons for kids to adults to everything in between to even hentai. You know what I'm saying? There's like I'm sure everyone can find like one interest or a genre of anime that like someone will like, or at least one type of show, like
the idea that there's a show out there for everybody, or that someone's show is everyone's first
example. Like to get a girl to watch anime, make her watch Toradora with you. That's right, or Angel Beats. One of the two.
Yeah. That brings up a fair point. But, so, if I were to answer it straightforward, saying is anime a shit art form as a whole, taking into account that, of course, the good is so small compared to the bad.
Yeah.
But the quality of the good definitely overcompasses the bad. I would have to say that no matter what, it's going to have to be good. It may not be the greatest, but it's going to have to be good because I am still a fan of it. I'm not going to look negatively, nor will I ever try and shit on the thing that I love as a whole, strictly because there is so much more bad than there is good.
And I would say that there's
I think
another interesting thing I was thinking is like the word art form itself, because you can debate what the purpose of art and what, but that's
No, too deep, man. I don't even have my floaties on.
I think
go ahead, Black.
we should focus on the true questions at hand. Like,
is hentai good?
I was wondering. I don't know if he had this conversation already. But yeah, do people even consider the anime? I would say for this
Consider
the topic
what
of this hentai. I would say for the topic for like this, yeah, because our style.
I think people do. I think people consider it that, yeah.
I mean, you also gotta factor in if you're a fan of anime, then okay, scratch that. Let me take it backwards. If you're a fan of hentai, 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, you're going to be a fan of anime. So why not? How they're definitely connected.
I would say that it's just a different. It's just a different type.
It's more like a different genre per se, because it's more like a mature,
a very mature
adult concept. Like,
I would say,
yeah, okay.
Because I've seen some regular anime where literally maybe the
borderline.
Maybe the difference was if it just had a male part in it. Like that probably could have been like the only difference outside of that. It would be like, yeah, full on. But moving on from that, I got you this week. But moving on from that, entertainment, yeah, it's a decent. Like it's gonna get you entertained. There's a show for everybody. Stepping like a step forward, like as an art, and like what does it contribute? I feel like it contributes a lot positively, like morals of friendship and believe it and all that. But it also has the negative that it helps like share.
Yeah.
So because I feel like some of the negatives that it does portray are like very detrimental to society. I'd say overall.
Detrimental to society now.
Yeah, I love that. Thing it promotes, you gotta admit, like it's like
is it truly a menace?
I'm not gonna like we can't have every show be about lollies. Like that messes up your mindset a little bit for some people. But moving on from that,
more emotos.
But it's like I think it does a decent job of entertaining people for sure, and it does have the positive. But like when it comes to like the quality, like focusing more on the entertainment side, like the quality overall of like the bad and good, the fact that there are more bad the fact that there are more bad than good ones, and it does a good thing by like making
quality over quantity, my friend.
Like it does a good job of making the like good ones seem even better than they are, and like you can appreciate them that much more. Like if you can make like Magi, like I love season 1 of Maggie or Magi, however you want to pronounce it. Like that was a good show with a good story, animation, and limited fan service. And like if you're able to do that, like I think that easily deserves like an 8.
So fan service is okay, but very limited. All right, don't you?
I'd say limited.
Teasing me too much.
Like
I am a simple man with simple needs.
But does every anime you gotta watch needs to have fan service though?
No, obviously not.
Exactly.
Obviously, like, can we just tone it down, Japan? Like, I'd like to get back into watching reasonable.
Like, I can we get back to the story? Like, just put your show.
Damn it! Enough of that. Give me some real plot. Sorry.
Exactly.
The moment's gone.
Like, Code Geass, it was just debatably one of the best animes of recent history. I would say it had like no fan service.
Yeah, it's my favorite show. It has fan service.
It does.
It
had a load.
It's there, my friend.
It
It does.
It had a load. It wasn't
Mostly, like
excessive.
I love her. She's one of my favorite. Colin Steinfeld.
Yeah.
They used her for
Okay,
fan
yeah.
service.
But it's better than like
shows not sneaking in though. Shows that sneaking in. I
it's
say
better than like
not
maybe one or
back.
two characters instead of 8.
Yeah.
Instead of them all.
Yeah. Like, oh, female character, show your breast. Like, what?
Skirts.
But it's like, I don't know. They could tone it down like that just a little bit. Maybe promote more positive.
This is getting back into the fan service debate, my friend.
Oh, well, all right, just stay away from it, like lollies too, or
From lolly
or
fan service
you know,
back to anime and hentai.
how about not shoot down innocent people without warning? There's some ways. There's a few ways.
So there is clearly room for improvement, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but once again, like I said, I keep saying that phrase again. Like I said, no. I think the lack of quality ones helps distinguish the line of what's really good and
what's good and what's shit. Yeah.
And it helps the people who want to appreciate it more can appreciate it more, opposed to just accepting everything that's good and bad, such as the anime Kate, which is shit. But you know,
yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice output. I think everyone has answered the question here, although it led into some deep shit. We will say that we are fans of anime.
To wrap it up, Thisvthattv, what would you use entertainment wise and like its contributions as a whole? Anime?
Okay, because the question itself, it could be something a lot deeper, like we alluded to earlier. We could debate what exactly is the purpose of arc.
Let's make it kiddie pool shallow right now.
Kiddie pool shallow. Like I don't have my floaties. I'm not sure.
But okay, so I would just say okay, never mind. I'll just say, do I think it bad art form? No, I do not think it's a bad art form.
Is it entertaining?
Do I think it's entertaining?
Yeah, it is entertaining.
Yes, it's entertaining.
AJ, bad art form and is it entertaining?
Bad art form. No. Is it entertaining? Yes.
Okay. Is it entertaining? Of course it is. As an art form, let's get into the psychology of it.
Let's just sit back and imagine, if you will, all of the anime out there.
See, imagine the size of a football field. That is entertainment. Now put a quarter on it.
That is anime.
Now, what is anime exactly?
We don't know. Is it an art? What is art?
But I feel like it could a lot of recent history and what is produced, because like going off the trend of what is produced, a lot of stuff isn't that great and it promotes
not as good as
bad messages and like subconsciously bad themes. But it's not. It ain't that bad.
Just brush it off.
Like it could be better. I'll basically say it could be better as form of everything that it contributes. But I would say it could contribute better. For example, like if you had to look at sports as a whole, is entertaining, yes, and they contribute more? Not really. Like sports as a whole is really good. Like competitiveness, teamwork,
flopping.
There's some bad things, but the positive outweighs the more. Like sometimes drug addiction, like to steroids and stuff.
That's the thing. There's a dark side to everything.
Yeah, there's a dark side.
There's a dark side to everything.
But I would say not everything's pure and not everything's evil.
Not everything's pure. It's all a matter of perspective, really, what you look at.
There's light and dark, and there's dark and light. So, with that said, all right. This has been, what episode has this? I don't know. I don't even care anymore. What episode has it been?
I think this is 13 or 14. I think it's 13.
We're gonna see you guys like 2 years from now, and I don't know what next episode.
I might have some kids. I don't know.
This is episode 13. 13.
This is 13. Where to find you in this anime this week?
Oh yeah, you can find me in this anime.
Yeah, I love this anime podcast.
You can find me at several social media outlets: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, find all/Thisvthattv, and you could find the podcast on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/browseanime, podcast.com, iTunes, Stitcher, probably somewhere else, but I forgot. So go ahead.
Gaming Illuminati, you said that?
Oh yeah, and gamingilluminati.com.
Oh. Browse TV, right? AJ? Browse.
Browse anime.
Whatever.
Yeah, go follow me, on Twitter. Check out my Snapchat. Just kidding, don't check out my Snapchat. Yeah, go follow me on Twitter at browse_AJT. That's it.
All right. Because I'm like, what to follow me on that good. So we'll catch you later. This has been Talk on Anime, episode 13, and with our powers combined, we have the power.
Good. Are we good? Can
Freeze framing.